Breaking right now, a manhunt is underway for a man police think broke into a Hastings home and attacked an 82-year-old woman.
We have a map of the search area. If you're familiar with this area, it's Yackley to the north, Hall to the south, Tanner Lake to the west, and Cook Road to the east. And you can see where that's in relation to where this attack happened in the city of Hastings.
24-hour News 8's Joe LaFergie is live in that search zone. Joe, what are you seeing tonight?
Sue, first things first, yes, we are at Tanner Lake and Yackley, the northwestern borders of this search for the suspect. We arrived here just a few minutes ago. Hastings police, you can see him on the scene already. One of the Hastings police officers came up and he told me, you can stay here, but you're going to stay here at your own risk. Here is why. They believe that suspect is somewhere up in that area. The victim's car was found at a home in that area. According to some of the reports we heard over the police radios coming in, that there was a gun rack or a gun case inside that house. They are fearful that he might have got into that house, got some guns out. That is why they're giving us the warning here. Stay here at your own risk. They are afraid he might be out here somewhere in these woods with a weapon. That is why there is a whole lot of police officers here. We just saw the State Police Emergency Service Unit team fly in here. It is a very large area, but again, a very large concentration of police in this area. They are, again, concerned the suspect may be out here and he may be armed. We want to take you to the scene of the crime, a scene that was discovered about noon today. This is in the city of Hastings on West Benson Street. A suspect believed to be somehow got in that home and assaulted an 82-year-old woman. Details of the assault not being released by Hastings police. They believe, again, he got away about noon, taking the victim's car, a 2002 Buick LeSabre. We have some of the information in that car, but in fact, it appears the search is over for that car. This is where the car was spotted, and that was about less than an hour ago. I want to give you an idea of how we found out. We were actually at Hastings Police Headquarters in downtown Hastings talking about this incident. They're putting out a slight description of the suspect. They didn't have much to go on. We talked to the deputy chief. We walked out the door. He walked out behind us. All of a sudden, he hopped in a car and took off lights and siren. That's when we started hearing all the chatter about the suspect being in this area. Again, that car spotted in this area. We have heard, and I want to be careful here because a lot of what we're hearing is over the police scanner. This is a very fluid situation. We want to be careful how much we put out. We don't have a lot of ways to confirm that. And obviously, all the police here are very busy trying to take care of the search, making sure this perimeter is locked down tight and looking for this suspect. But again, they are very, very concerned with him and what he may do and what he may have. So again, if you're in this area, we want to set that perimeter up again for you. Tanner Lake Road to the west, Cook Road to the east, Yackley Road to the north, and Hall Road to the south. That is the area they are searching for this suspect, this yet unnamed suspect wanted in the assault of the 82-year-old woman earlier today and possibly earlier in the day here over in the city of Hastings. We're just due west of the city of Hastings. So we are locked down here. We are keeping an eye on what's going on. Again, a lot of police activity. We're kind of keeping our eye on the corner there to see if they move in anymore. Shortly before we came on air, we did see the State Police Emergency Services Unit team come in this area. That gives you a good gauge as to how serious they're taking that. ESU is basically the state police version of a SWAT team, the Special Weapons and Tactic Unit, that'll come in here and they are surrounding this area. Even that Hastings City police officer, they're heavily armed with automatic weapons, heavily armed again through this area. They're taking this very seriously. We will stay with you and give you any updates throughout the hour. Back to you.
Now, Joe, we're hearing you talk about how they're explaining to you that you're staying there at your own risk, but we're noticing traffic still going on behind you. Any word as to if they're going to shut that area down so that people aren't traveling through there? They're not hearing the same things you are.
Well, not so far, and that's one comforting sight out here. I mean, obviously, we're sitting here. These cars are traveling. The thought was that possibly if you're sitting here, you might become a target. But again, a lot of this is happening to the south. They did move the perimeter back. We actually came in originally from the east, would be essentially Cook Road. On the east, we got about, not very far down one of the roads here, one of the east-west roads. We got down, I apologize, Tanner Lake Road. From the east, and we were stopped by the state police. They said, we're moving you guys back. One car, they said, you got to get back to the east. So we got back to the east. couldn't find a place to park, essentially, so we started making the round, and that's where we ended up down here. And again, a much larger concentration of officers down here. So as far as the traffic moving, we don't know if they're going to move this perimeter yet or not. I think the concern is that we are sitting here instead of moving. That seems to be the big concern. But we will let you know if that traffic is shut down. But they have widened the perimeter somewhat since we've been here.
Okay, Joe, thank you. You know, it's since this has been going on since noon, and they located that vehicle, it isn't exactly clear whether or not he is armed, but you're saying police know that there were weapons inside that home.
Well, again, Sue, I want to be careful. Yeah, you're exactly right. They're going under an assumption, obviously an abundance of caution here, that there were guns in this house. There hasn't been any actual sightings of the suspect. They did see the car, and they do have apparently some evidence that he got into that house. Again, but there hasn't been any sightings. But you put a desperate suspect together with possibly guns, possibly missing from a house. It all adds up. So there's caution out here.
Caution, yes, certainly something we'll continue to follow. We'll be checking back with you, Joe, that's for sure.